First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Ready. 51 to mine. Oh, yeah. Coming. Rush in. Bang.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, pick your game up. Show it up. 25. Check 25.
Now a handoff. Geis going right. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Middle. 50, Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He finds his man Johnson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, 50.
To throw is Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Bravo!
On 2nd and 10, Stafford over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Haskins. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And a Redskin first down.
Come on, set. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got me right. I'll be scared. Let's go. Kill. Check safety.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's got some space here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And this one's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. They find some open field here. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 3, check 3. Check.
Geis. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming. Hey, watch this. Kill.
Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Under crunch. He's crossing. He's checking crunch. Check. Rocky.
They run with Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
49, check 41. Slam. Check.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
51 the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On the ground, it's Geis. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Haskins on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 29-yard line. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Get ready, too. Get ready. Back alert.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullet good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
51, Mike 51. Watch the out.
Here's Haskins to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Set! Blue 60! Hey, we got 4. We got 4. Hey. Check it backer.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Monday. Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 31-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
You got 3 down.
On first down, it's Stafford. And it's caught. And he's brought down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
56. White. Get him. 32. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Wide. Get wide. Hey, zoom.
Operating from the gun. Stafford flush to his right. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air again, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
He's coming. He's coming, double up. Switch.
They start on the ground with Geis. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Haskins to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now it's Haskins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and cap.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 61 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and think, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
36. Watch the eye. Hey, switch gears.
This is Geis. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
53's the mic. 53's the mic. Check. Big ass.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, hustle, hustle. There you go. Mike 51, Mike 51. It's going to be a what?
From the gun, it's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
First down, Redskins.
Come on, let's go. Check your hot read.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. Shoves him aside. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. So he's in for his third score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Let's go, man.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Stafford on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Running from the gun, Johnson. Open space inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Stay 50, stay 50.
He'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
The Redskins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 11. Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. that appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
22.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun on third down, Stafford to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on second and long. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 84 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.